So I don't think people are making enough of a big deal out of the Canada and Australia elections. Elections are complicated. Elections are things that are argued about forever. I mean, think about the ongoing conversations about what happened in the 2016 election in the United States. I know what I believe and what I argue for, but I don't think these questions are ever going to be resolved. People are never going to just sort of concede that it's one thing or the other thing. Oh, it's racism, it's economics, whatever. It's going to be an infinite conversation. In both Canada and Australia, in elections over the past month or so, we know what the biggest factor was. Absolutely, Canada and Australia are very different countries. Absolutely, they have their own idiosyncratic details that matter. The details and biographies of the center left politicians that won, surprisingly, and the details of the center right or to flagrantly right politicians that lost miserably. I mean, there's all kinds of details. I don't want to minimize that, what have you. But the fact remains the Canadian center left party was supposed to lose massively. Yes, they switched to a different prime ministerial candidate or what have you, which is significant, but they were supposed to lose massively. Also, they'd been in power like forever, like a decade, until Donald Trump intervened. Australia, same deal. The center left prime minister had not been in power as long, but it is apparently very, very rare for an incumbent prime minister to get reelected. Maybe that's the wrong terminology for a parliamentary system, but to continue in power through an election hasn't happened since the early 2000s. So it's in both of these cases, we know what the dominating factor was. It was Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, specifically in Canada, saying that it's going to conquer Canada, but Donald Trump also in Australia completely delegitimizing the center right, right wing approach to governing a country. And that's huge. Like, that's a really, really big deal. I mean, yeah, people are like, haha, look, Trump, Trump's guys lost these elections. But yeah, that's like it's crazy that in two foreign countries with their own politics, their own personalities, this, that, and the other thing, we know what the dominating factor in both of those elections was, and it wasn't a local factor. It was how much people didn't like the US president. This is a bigger deal. I know people are talking about it, but this is a bigger deal than people are acknowledging, and we should acknowledge it.